Hello friends, just wanted to take a few moments to show you how to get the most out of using Only M for media playback during our meetings. So first thing you want to do is, once you've downloaded and installed Only M, jump into the settings menu, so down at the cog icon, and you want to set windowed mode and include blank screen item. So we'll demonstrate what that means in just a moment. You might also want to take a note of just the folder that contains the media for Only M. So let's back out of there, and now that we've changed the settings, we can see an item has been included here called blank screen, and we'll hit play on that and we'll see immediately we have an area reserved for media playback. Now the nice thing about Only M is it allows you to resize that media window. So in effect, this becomes your only display area, and it acts as a full screen window. So for example, let's just play some image, and we can see that before we actually start screen sharing, we may need to modify the proportions of the window. So we can do that, and let's just make it so there's virtually no borders. So about there, looks good. And that's the window frame now set for the duration of the meeting. So we can carry on and we can share media as normal. So when we go to share our content from Zoom, and we select the share screen option, let's move that a little bit. And just be careful not to select Soundbox, just select Only M Media Window, and remember to select Optimize Screen for sharing, and then we click on Share. So we're now sharing our Only M video window, so just be careful that you don't move like that. Anything that overlaps onto the shared video window will show up as a grey box for our viewers. So let's just move that out of the way, make sure that doesn't happen, and then we can continue just to play back our media as required and move through the images. With Only M, if you've not used it before, you can also play back the video files or any slide presentations which you've got ready to go as well. Let me show you how to get the media from, let me just stop sharing first of all. So let's just try and get the media for this weekend's meeting, the video files for the songs. So first thing we want to do is check and see what's already in our media folder for Only M. So we've got some slides in here, the images for the midweek meeting, and we've got our local congregation introductory slides. So to get the song media, what we want to do is just open up another Explorer window, and if you know where the Watchtower Library, the JW Library app, if you know where it stores the media, you can just navigate to that folder. If you're not sure where that folder will be, then what we do is we go to the settings of JW Library, and we can see here that videos will be downloaded to this path here on one of my USB drives. So let's just get rid of that just now. So I'm already here in that location where my videos are stored. Now it's quite difficult here just looking at that list to identify what are the correct videos for the songs. So just a little tip that I've learned is just to search in that folder for S, J for James, M for media, so S, J, J, M, and it will filter out and return for you just the song media. So let's just double check, and yes, we have a 2:20 song file here. If you're not sure, we can play. Now the trick here is to save this search. So I've done one already, and I'll just repeat this. So we can click on Save Search, and I want to save this one in my desktop. So I've already got one called Meeting Songs. I'll do Meeting Song Videos just to make it different. I'll click on that, and don't worry that the layout changed here. We can fix that in just a moment. So we'll close that, move that a little bit, move that a little bit, and the search which I just saved was Meeting Song Videos. So we'll open that up, and now we want to change the view. And at this point we can add in additional columns. So for example, we might want to add in the title of the song. So we add that column in over here on the left hand side. We drag that across, and we can sort by number. So the trick at this point is just to close that window, and those columns and the sorting will stick in place for us. So let's just close that and then open it back up again, and we have the song media filtered for us. So from that point it's quite straightforward to copy some of the songs that we might need for a meeting. I've only downloaded a handful here, but let's just grab a couple of songs, song number 6 and 8. We can copy it into our Only M media folder. So we check our Only M media player, and we can see that the songs have been copied in, ready to play. So once again, we can share media, and just one thing to note, just make sure the volume on your Soundbox media player is at the correct volume when you start sharing. So let me just go and start to play a song. So the next thing I want to show you is how to populate Only M with the correct media for example, this weekend's Watchtower study. So first thing we'll do is go to our Only M media folder. So we'll open our media folder from here, and we can delete out the media which we no longer require. So some images and some songs from previous meeting. However, we'll leave in our own congregation's introductory slides. So let's open JW Library, and first thing we want to make sure we've got is our song media for Watchtower. So we'll go to the Watchtower and click on our media, and then we'll simply download the media files. Song 2 had obviously been downloaded previously, so we now have the song media downloaded, but using the little trick which we covered earlier, we should be able to find our meeting songs from the search which we created earlier. So we now have song number 2, and our other song was song number 37, which is also here. So now all we have to do is copy song 2 and song 37 into our Only M media folder. So let's just go ahead, copy that, and then we'll close down our search window. So we've now got our song media prepared But what we might want to do from this point is, if we are using only M for our media display and not GW Library, we need to get hold of the images for the Watchtower. So what we might do is open up our Watchtower Online to this week's Watchtower study. It's a simple process to grab the images, to just drag the images that we need for our Watchtower straight from the web page into the Only M media folder. And we scroll through to make sure we have all the images required, and down towards the bottom, and we have all the media. Now from here we can go back to our Only M media, and let's move this. We can test our media files all play correctly. And our two song media files are also ready to play. Okay, I hope that is of some use to you guys.